and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Easy.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Jets, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 38, Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. This drive has probably been exactly what they wanted so far to start this football.
Talk about a combination of effective play calling and even better execution, plus a pretty good explosive run right there. No doubt about it.
But it'll leave a sour taste in their mouth if they don't polish this one off. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
On third down, Whitfield. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And they'll start the drive at the ground with Johnson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. delayed gift there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Pushes him over. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Love now to pass on 1st down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This pass out wide to Hall. And I don't think he got there, no. Too short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready. Check you.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Able to spin free. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Cover. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Brady to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Brady. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
set. Hey, 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Brady now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches of football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And a tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Following the interception, Love. Smith catches left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now, think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Whitfield, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Open man is Uzama. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Love. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
That has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all the... adjustments and points of emphasis. Their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
On 1st down, Whitfield. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On play action, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Brady will look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Brady now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ozzie! Second reload! 72. Cover! Hey, check it.
Here's Brady to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Throwing on first down is Brady. Being chased out left. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, still throwing here with a big 3rd quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's caught right side by Mims. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.